Hi guys, and welcome to episode 2 of More About Culture. By the time you see this episode, you should have watched episode 1, hopefully. And I want to thank you guys in advance for checking it out. So this on this video, we're going to start off with our 3 black businesses for the day. And those 3 are going to be food places. The first one is going to be Bob's Barbecue or Sutel. I frequent them often. Good ribs, good pound cakes, bomb salads. Menu is elite. I would advise though, before you go, that you do call and place your order. They're packed every day that they're open. I believe they're closed on Mondays and Tuesdays though, so don't try to pull up on them on those days. But Wednesday through Sunday is lit. I advise you guys try it if y'all haven't already. The second business I would like to shout out is Celestia's Coastal Cuisine, located on Dunn Avenue. They sell mostly seafood. That's the only thing I've eaten from them. I usually they have a good crab boil that they do with fixings. I mean, you get neck bones, corn, potatoes, full works. Another dish I like to get from them is the crab cake dinner with a side of potato salad and macaroni and cheese. Maybe I should get some vegetables in. I just thought about how that sounds. That's 2 starches. But incredible. I would advise you call before you go there too and get food from them. And the last black owned restaurant I would like to shout out will be Mr. Potato Spread, located in Regency Square Mall. I used to get the crab pot potato, but now I've switched over to the chicken bacon ranch, which is elite. I don't even do the actual baked potato anymore. I do the mashed potato bowl. Exquisite. But yeah, those are my 3 black owned restaurants for this video. Okay, so let's get into the nitty gritty. First, I want to get into the BET Awards. And excuse me, y'all, I'm old school. I took my notes on pen and paper. Okay, so I just want to give a couple of highlights of the BET Awards. Well, first I want to say I actually enjoyed it this year, even though we're technically still in quarantine and social distancing. They did make the best of what they could do. I did enjoy Amanda Seales as the host. I liked how they highlighted 40 years of BET and, you know, took us back to like 106 in Park and Rap City and Teen Summit. I think they did a little skit on that, things of that nature. I did appreciate that. I enjoyed the performances as well. I loved how they kept the theme in the Black Lives Matter kind of feel the whole award show. Now the performances I wanted to highlight is Roddy Ricch doing High Fashion and The Box. I love Roddy Ricch. Roddy Ricch is one of my favorite newer rappers, I guess you would say. He's dope. Enjoyed the performance. Another performance I enjoyed Megan Thee Stallion with her performances with Girls in the Hood and Savage. I like the Mad Max feel of it. If y'all ever seen the movie Mad Max, then y'all understood the performance. I thought it was dope. Thought the dance routine was dope. Meg just really be killing it. I enjoyed the Baby and Roddy Ricch performance of Rockstar. It was really hard to watch how the Baby opened it, because he referenced the situation with George Floyd. It was, I pretty much was in tears. I think I did cry. I almost did cry. I enjoyed Chloe and Haley's performance of Forgive Me and Do It. They are really stepping into their own now. I'm gonna be honest, at first I wasn't so much of a fan of their music because I felt like it was kind of too popish for me, I guess. But now that they're getting older, they're getting more into their grown woman bag, and they're still keeping their own unique sound without sounding like everybody else. So I'm really enjoying them. Plus I love them on Grownish. And my last performance, no, it's not my last performance I want to highlight. I enjoyed Summer Walker and Usher would come through, of course. Usher still sounds the same way he's been sounding for 20 years. It's unbelievable. Summer Walker was good too. I usually am kind of on the fence with her performances, but this one was actually really good. And the last performance I want to highlight is Kiera Sheard and Karen Clark Sheard for the last performance of the award show. Not sure of the gospel songs that they sung, but oh my God, I was almost in tears. And I didn't know Kiera Sheard's mom was a Clark sister. That was news to me. And I also want to get into a couple awards that were won as well. Best Female Hip Hop went to Meg Thee Stallion, as it should have. It's not really much to discuss. She had the hottest year last year. What else I have highlighted that Best Female R&B went to Lizzo, and in my notes I got What the F beside it. I don't understand what's going on. There's no way Lizzo should beat Summer Walker after that album that she put out last year. She shouldn't even beat out her. I don't understand what's going on. I don't know if we're giving Lizzo awards because of backlash that she was getting last year for some of her social media antics. I don't know why we're giving Lizzo R&B. I didn't even know Lizzo sung R&B. I don't listen to Lizzo. So, I mean, y'all tell me in the comments, does she do R&B? I'm not sure. Another award, Beyonce with the Humanitarian Award, well deserved. Some of the things they were saying Beyonce did, I didn't even know she was doing all that stuff. Kudos to her. Oh, and another performance I want to highlight too was D Smoke and Sir. Didn't know the song, but the performance was really dope. I really do like D Smoke. He won the Rhythm and Flow show with Cardi B, T.I., and who else was on that show? Oh, and Chance the Rapper. So I really do like him. Him and Sir are brothers. Didn't know that until after the fact either. But those are just some of the things I wanted to highlight from the BET Awards. The next thing I want to get into is the verzuz battle between Fab and Jadakiss. Now, going into that battle, I did have Fab winning just because I'm thinking, for one, I'm a fan of Jadakiss and Fab, but I'm more of a Fab fan. For two, I'm thinking about Fab's catalog and his commercial hits and things of that nature. So I'm like, okay, you know, Fab probably going to beat Jada. Didn't think he was going to whoop Jada, but I did think he was going to win. And to my surprise, Fab got whooped. I got Fab getting beat by like 16-4. And I may be being nice. I mean, he got smacked. Fab didn't play any of his commercial hits like that, which I didn't understand. He didn't play Superwoman. He didn't play like none of his good like R&B feature songs that he should have played. He didn't get into his Soul Take Back like that. He did play Ball Drop from Young OG, but it was a couple more songs he could have played off of there. I don't know what Fab was doing. They both was lit off the Deuce. I don't know if that messed him up. But then it seemed like he was letting his DJ make the selections for him, which probably wasn't a good idea. Probably should have went into it having some sort of playlist made, because Jadakiss has 3 decades worth of hits. This isn't like some random person you going up to battle, and they do music together, so he should have already knew how that was going to go for him, so he just should have strategized better. But that's one of the best verses I've seen. It might be my favorite. I'm still on the fence with saying that it is my favorite, but it's up there. If it's not my favorite, and it's definitely top 3 of the verses that they've had so far. Jadakiss was lit, love to see it. He was on his drunk uncle vibes. They both still look young, and they're well into their 40s. I don't know what it is they're using, but I would like some so I could continue to look like that in my 40s as well. But definitely enjoyed the battle. Don't know who the next one is. Like Fab said on the battle, he would like to see Jeezy battle somebody, and I would really love to see that. I want to see Jeezy and T.I. battle. I know a lot of people have been saying they want to see Jeezy and Ross and Jeezy and Gucci. Despite what y'all think, Jeezy is gonna whoop Gucci if they do a battle. And despite what y'all think, I feel like Jeezy will beat T.I. too. I know y'all I know a lot of people, not y'all, but a lot of people think because T.I. maybe had bigger commercial hits, Jeezy was kind of still like going in when T.I. was washed. So I don't know, but I would like to see Jeezy and T.I. I don't want to see Jeezy and Ross, and I don't want to see Jeezy and Gucci. Those are not lineups I want to see. I want to see two kings of Atlanta going at it with street hits and commercial hits. I think it'll be the perfect battle to see. Okay, now let's get into the reasoning of the title of this episode, which is, Okay, so we're going to get into August Alsina, who decided he wanted to do an interview and come out and said that him and Jada Pinkett had a relationship. And not only that they had a relationship, but that he spoke to Will, and Will gave him permission to date Jada. Okay, so this is how I feel about it. I don't understand the whole point of open marriage. I think it's gross. I don't get it. I don't get the purpose of being married and taking vows before God to just be screwing other people. I'm never going to understand that, but that's not my business. That's Will Smith's business, and that's Jada Pinkett-Smith's business. If August Alsina did talk to Will Smith, which I don't know if I believe he talked to Will Smith about that, because at the end of the day, Will Smith is still a man. I'm kind of on the fence with that. But as far as him having a relationship with Jada, which I do believe, because they were very close and their closeness was weird. I didn't understand why you're close with somebody that's your son and daughter's age, that they're friends with. Why y'all are that close? It was just really weird. I understand, if they had like a mother-son type of thing, because August doesn't have a good relationship with his mother. So if he was going to her on some, oh, well, you my homeboy mama, and, I just want to get, like, some motherly advice from you or whatever like that. Okay, I get that like that. But y'all taking booed up selfies, and he, holding your hip all at the BET or what, like, y'all taking pictures. It's just weird. But if y'all were messing around, like I said, which I believe y'all did, we didn't have to know about what be going on in the people's house. That's just how I feel about it. I feel like August Alsina is going to get himself blackballed, because at the end of the day, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett-Smith, Will Smith especially, are Hollywood royalty. And now the fact that they've come out and denied what you're talking about, now everybody around Hollywood is going to be looking at you crazy, because they're way up here and you're like down here compared to them. Like, they're the elite of the elite, and you're not there yet. So for you to be speaking up on what the people got going on at their house, it's not going to cut it. Now, another point I want to make, I'm not on August or Jada's side. I feel like it's nasty, period. I feel like August, the way August was talking, it was like kind of like he thought that Jada Pinkett was going to leave Will. Well, not that he thought it was going to happen, but that he wanted Jada to leave Will for him, and I don't understand why he even thought that was going to happen. That was kind of stupid on his part, but because he had gone through so much or whatever in his personal life, he was very vulnerable. And then you got Jada Pinkett-Smith like, oh, I'm gonna help you get off drugs, and I'm gonna help you do this, help you do that. And at the end of the day, that's Jada Pinkett. We watched her growing up, and that's a lot of men's crush, and a lot of men will go for messing with Jada Pinkett, not thinking about how is this going to affect me messing with this married woman. And I think it's really done a number on him. He referenced that their breakup had a lot to do with his health issues, which is crazy. I don't want to speak too crazy on the Smiths, because even though I'm not at a big platform yet, I don't want this to hinder me in the future. And I really think Jada be putting roots on people, and I don't want her to put a root on me. But I just think it's weird. I don't think August should have said anything about it. I understand, you know, if he felt like he needed to discuss it with somebody, but I felt like he should have went and did that with a therapist. I don't think talking to Angela Yee about it was going to do anything but make a mess. 2, it looked tacky. Not saying he did it for this reason, but it looks tacky because you just dropped the album that not too many people are talking about like that. So now, because you've came out and said, oh, I had a relationship with Jada Pinkett, now everybody's going to be running to the album to see what it is you're saying, or if you're referencing y'all relationship together, which is going to get you streams. Not saying that's the reason he did that, but that's the way it looks. It looks funny. I don't know. It's his story to tell. I guess on one side, you know, he could tell it because it's his life. But on the other side, you was playing the side. You was playing in the shadows before. I don't understand why you felt like you had to come out and say anything about it now. I think it's going to hurt him more than he thinks it's going to help him. Like I said previously, I think he's going to get blackballed because of it. They're going to Monique him. They're going to shut him up. There's going to be some cease and desist sent out. Jada and Will stupid anyway. They should have made him sign an NDA. There's no way I would have been messing with August Alsina doing stuff like that and not be having somebody sign an NDA as big as they are. I wouldn't even have nobody give anybody the opportunity to speak about what I got going on in my house. That's just me though. I'm interested to see how this is going to transpire. It's a mess. It's been a mess since last night. I'm sure more is going to pop off throughout the day or throughout the week because I just don't see it going well. And as I said previously, as far as Will Smith giving August Alsina, at the end of the day, Will Smith is still a man. He's not going to let you get online publicly and say you asked another man to sleep with his wife. That's crazy. That's craziness. I just think August Alsina should have just shut up. And I think Jada, you know, low-key is a predator for what she did. She had no business messing with August Alsina in the state he was in. I mean, the man was on drugs. He, you know, his brother was murdered. His sister was sick. It was just different things going on in his life that made him vulnerable, and I think Jada took advantage of that to a certain extent. I seen somebody say on Twitter yesterday, I don't know who that was, but they was like, Jada is one of those people who likes a project, and August was a project for her, and when he got to a better place, she kind of just cut him off. So now that she couldn't, you know, I guess work her magic on him, or, you know, have to actually fix him anymore, she didn't want anything to do with him. So now he's hurt and he's speaking out about that hurt, but I just really feel like he should have just shut up, honestly. But that's all I have for the August Alsina and Jada Pinkett and Will Smith topic. I had to go ahead and do another video quickly because that was just too hot to just let fizz out. I had to record that. But y'all let me know what y'all think about that subject, and as well as everything else I talked about in the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and thank y'all for watching.